Hello, and how are you guys today? This is Leslie Tice. I'm a Creative Memories Advisor from Newland, North Carolina. And I just wanted to pop on to share part two of my simple organizational techniques. And the reason that I want to bring this to you is because I do not always crop at home. I am off and about pretty often, and I need a system that will work both places. Something I can get simply from my house and something I can quickly pick up, take to a crop, and then come on back home and still work out of. So this is the system that I use at home. But before that, let's take a moment and talk about just refresh your memory as to what we talked about in part one. And that was the fact that you can use the Power Project folders and hold three complete collections. And that's just simply using the Power Simple Pockets and putting your whole collection in there, putting your embellishments on the the piece of paper that comes with your paper pack, flip it over so that you know the collection that you're working with, slide it in, put one of the power layout guides and go ahead and use a label maker and put that in there. And you're able to get three complete collections related to that theme. So this is Christmas theme, and I have Christmas spirit, seasonal sightings, and Christmas cheer. It holds my variety mat packs. It holds all my embellishments because I have put them on the cover sheet. And it also holds my laser borders and my stickers to all three collections. And what you realize when you do this is that all the collections relate in some ways. So it's very easy to be able to put them in one section or in one Power Palette or Power Project folder. So this was the previous video. So I go into a little bit more depth with that. So I'm not going to spend any more time on that, but I am going to just go ahead and move to the next phase of this. And this is going to be how I store my complete collections and what I do at home. So at home, this is the storage and display tote. So the storage and display tote is rather large. And if you'll see, it does hold quite a bit. So in mine, I have two of the pod organizer inserts, and I will pull those out in a minute, but I have two of those, and it holds everything pretty sturdy. So I don't really have to worry about it that much. So let me go ahead and put the storage and display tote aside. And this is the pod organizer insert. And the pod organizer insert can also just go on a shelf if you'd like it to. It's about 6 inches wide, and it's 12 inches, or yeah, it's 12 by about 6. So you're going to get a lot in here. It also has a tab here if you'd like to just not put it in the storage and display tote and just put it on your shelf. You're able to line these up on your shelf and be able to pull out exactly what you need. But since I travel, I need it ready to go. But you could just put them on the shelf just like this, and it holds so very much. So I'm going to go and move it over here and put it on my lap so you can kind of see. So when I do pages, I don't always do pages that I'm currently working on. And so what I put in here in the beginning of this is they are all by theme. And I put my completed pages in this first bin, in this first pod. And so I have Christmas, Disney-ish, fall, general, love, happy. And so I've just labeled on the power layout guides, and you'll see that some of mine are different colors, and that's because Creative Memories often has buy one, get one, or some other promos, and these are all from promos. So I use those to go ahead and separate all my completed pages. And so when I go to a crop, I take this along with me, and as I'm working on those pages, I can just take these out and simply put my pictures on, and my pages are all set to go. So that is the front of this first pad. The second part is I have my papers. And you'll see that my papers are all labeled the same. I'm using the power layout guides. I've got them by color. So this is all my printed paper. So when I'm done with the collection, I go ahead and get my printed paper and I pull those out. And then I just put them in here by color theme. And so I can just quickly go through and pick up. These ones I am using the Simply Power Simple sleeves. And I do that on purpose. I do that because I can open it on one side and I can quickly go through it. If they were in the pockets, I would have to pull them out and check. So these are the sleeves. So the sleeves are open on one side and on the top, so I can quickly go through and I can actually work out of my bin. And I can just quickly pull it, peel through what I need and take what I need. All right, so that holds all my completed pages and my papers. And then I have another one of the pod organizer inserts. And this is what they typically look like. Once again, it has the pocket on the side. So unless it's a special, that was the rainbow dots, and that was a special at one time. But this is the typical pod. So you can keep them on your shelf, just all lined up. Or you could go ahead and put them in the storage and display tote. And so in this one, I have my, whatever I'm going to take, my collections that I'm going to take, I go ahead and bring those, and that I shove in the front of them. And then I have all my pages, my top loading sleeve, my multi-purpose sleeve, and then my memorabilia. And I love putting my memorabilia in the simple packets. So there's memorabilia 2024, memorabilia 2023, but everything that I need is going to be right at my fingertips. And this is how I store basically my things at home. My collections are in shelving units, but I can quickly pull them off, put them in, and off I go to a crap. So this is just the easiest way to be able to organize and have a fun time just being able to get your things ready to go so you can quickly pull them off. The storage and display tote has a gusseted top on top. So when you close it, everything stays in. So you don't have to worry about it moving. It holds the storage, the power project folders. It will hold it without squishing the tops down. We have another organizer that does, that has, trying to just pin this. We have another organizer that's a flat lid. And so you would not want to use that with your Power Project folders because it will squish it. So make sure that if you're going to do the Power Project folders, that you do the storage and display tote and not just the display. All right, I think that is all I have for you today. I hope that you guys can get as organized as you want. It's one of my procrastination tactics, but it's also something that I love to do so that when I go someplace, I am ready to rock and roll with my pages. All right, have a great day, and please take time to reach out to me if you need anything. Leslie Tutts, Creative Memories Advisor from Newland, North Carolina.